Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to Phoenix, right? So let's go ahead and continue from where we last left off. Go ahead, go to the criminal affairs office. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief detective's desk. It's police chief Grant. And you sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing? Sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything turns up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief detectives looked flustered. Alright, oh my boy, how you been? Slumber? Reported for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Yeah, why are you saluting him? Don't work for him. Definitely do not work for him at all. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, really? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like in a prison. Well, they had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean the incident on Door Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sitting in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? One trauma. Alleged he was undefeated in his 40-year career. When court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He forged the evidence. He did forge the evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is a bit turmoil, you might say. Why they just do about anything to restore their reputation? Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it would be bad for Worthy. What? You're downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on our church too. There being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. That's true. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in the two locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? I mean, I know, Righto. I can't give away all our secrets just like that. This is, in particular, well, it's a little sensitive. I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyways. You know, the one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secret. I can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job to keep the chief of detectives shop. He was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we could kind of just strictly ask him. Yeah, let's go ask him. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there, that's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonged to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The day on is February 21st. Better make note of that just in case. Yeah, I may never know. You may need that for later. I really need to get back to investigating the department crime scene. Just ask him for permission. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor? Well, I never thought the day would come when Righto asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Oh god, not that look again. Don't give me that look, please. Good god. Why? Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please. Don't look like a selfish man. Heck, if anyone asked me, Sir, can I borrow 50? Then I give him 50, no problem. So go ahead. Investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock your stuff out. It's just to show you. Never know until you ask. That's right. You'll never know the answer until you ask. If they say yes, then it's good. If they say no, still a good answer because you'll know right then and there. So it's always good to ask. If you never ask, you'll never know the answer. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You run along and do your best now. Later, folks. For some reason, he still gives me a creepy vibe off him. Well, that's pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we get to go in the evidence room now, sir. I think this place has a bad influence on the girl. Okay. Police department on. Let's see. There you go. Let's see. On that door. Okay, I have the ID card from Chief Grant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Well, what made her guy so dry? The marshal. Why does it have to be him? Why does it have to be him for? Like, dude, I could read your face from a mile away. Can't fool me. As you may be surmised, this here is my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. That card you got there on your chest. That's better than the sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeah, huh? Well, what are you doing there for? Get along, little doggy. The crime scene's waiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. Over here, I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. Sorry, Cappy, but I got no mind to tangle with the hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? Just how you said it! I only said I didn't wish to speak to you. How you said it, sir, made us think that you are busy. Actually, you said that you had no mind to tangle with us. Good smell. Remind me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No. I just saw a special on television the other day. Is that from her? Yeah, Miss Star. What's this? Huh? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. See? I see? I don't see. I wonder what that means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright. You won? Ask me. Anything. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. I had to insert the mumbling sounds as well. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of the security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes. It's an easy job and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, it might be not look at, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was gambling down the highway on the back of my steed Zippy. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. Zippy. There's no need for people to hear him yell. The new fangled machine do a bang up job of keeping an eye on the police. You mean the security camera system? I don't take much to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your stick, you know? Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective up until 2 years ago. It was my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. It's all gone now, like drinking a drinking hole in the prairie fire. You're still investigating it with Miss Star, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us actually what happened. There's some things you're better off not knowing. That's true. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right. The evidence transfers. Everett was talking about that transfer too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, me and machines will. I like them about as much as I like to do teleflower with my face. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Beacon mentioned. If nothing happened to the tapes, automatically erase every few hours. And Officer Beacon and Detective Gilman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go in the evidence room, you need the ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. There's that one guy standing there. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. But the right, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I could prove the record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but can you explain this whole transfer thing is about? We only keep evidence from the solved cases in this room. They're kept under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can re-investigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happened to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault in the county sheriff's department. That's what we call the transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to the SL9 2 days ago. See this? This is the victim's ID card. The one that was on the ground in the parking lot. Number on the 5842189. Officer Marshall shows the ID record again. See, it's right there. Look, the 4th number is the perfect match. It was used at 5:14 right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. Unless someone took it? Maybe? There could be a possibility. But wait, What did Officer Meekin say? I know evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What'd he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. If he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekin? What if it was someone else? Pretend to be Goodman. Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I could give you this ID card record. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. See. Oh, here we go. I'm just seeing how many more we have. Yeah, just a little more. That's right, the investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Oh, you didn't look too happy? Whoa. Poor gumshoe. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going smacking ghost on the head, pal. So is it true? What I heard? Yeah, it's true. So chief of police can't. Well, loan anyone 50 bucks? Even me? So that's what you were talking about? Actually, I was put in charge of an investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from chief, so that means you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence floor plan for edited court record. Did I drop them now? Yep. So Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. So if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings by preparation for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. Even my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course. I'm a detective, after all. Think there'd be a locker that only I could open, pal. Only you can get open? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is in the Inquiry Committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from the case. That case? Yeah, the case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning to end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about that. The place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. That's why my third card's entering the fourth today already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mentioned your fingerprint. You mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The locker for each locker code is with the fingerprint. So, the only locker can open on their own. I like how he has like a picture of Maggie. I noticed that. There's a picture of Maggie there. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a check on the handle, see? The handle? On the other side of the handle is a sensor. If the wrong person touches it, zap, you got shot. If that's what happened, my hand will be black and smoking every day. In the case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force who don't know about fingerprint locks. Evidence locker added to the court record. What did I have to do here? What else? Detective Goodman's note, and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth has with the most surprise of everyone because of the SL9 connection. That was with the Edgeworth first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the real new Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's now over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case? Yeah, I never know. Just ask him about it. No, that was a bloody violent case. Violent. So it was a murder? A serial killing. A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Edgeworth was his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago. That put the Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor about forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, the switchblade knife, the victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Let's see here. Then you have to do the ID card. Record. Can we take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Oh, I heard the rumor. So is Goodman, who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What is it? The second number. That's not your ID number, is it? Detective number 2? With the Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? Why would Edgeworth have to come here in the evidence room? I wonder. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below. And subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye guys.